Well, we're about to witness in New York will be like nothing they've ever seen before. COVID sent out plenty of the wealthy New Yorkers, the draconian lockdowns, the crime, the way the city just tumbled into dystopia. People fled to Florida, to Texas. They ran to places that were going to provide safety, freedom, and where taxes weren't going to run their bank accounts into the ground. But I think what we're about to witness will be like nothing we've ever seen in modern history. Mamdani's socialism, communism, and affinity for jihad will push out the wealthy people of New York, the businesses, and everything good within it. Grab the popcorn, folks. The hellhole that New York City was in the 1970s when Carter was president, drugs in the streets, graffiti, crime. Well, I think we all know where they're headed right now under Mamdani, right back there. Even the left admits that they're concerned.
I'm very concerned about what he once said about defunding the police. I'm calling 911. I'm being real with you. I'm calling 911. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to see less police officers. I want to see more police officers. I heard him talk about mental health experts in the subway system. I don't care about that.
Yeah, we know it's going to be bad. And New Yorkers are plotting their exit with Mamdani making socialist promises. His plans, which include rent, price freezes, and a millionaire's tax, have struck fear into the hearts of wealthy New York residents and businesses who are now fleeing the state. This will be Detroit 2.0, and it's a no-brainer. When businesses leave, so do the jobs. And yes, the crime will get worse. And yes, the taxes will have to go higher. And yes, illegal migrants will have a home where they're taken care of by a so-called leader who puts their needs first. Those things are all true. But there will be yet another reason for the New York exodus, because what we're talking about and what everyone is so damn afraid to talk about is what else will happen in New York City. I'm not making it up. You just have to hear it right from their own mouths.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zahran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York starts today, baby.
The name is Mamdani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I. The name is Mamdani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I. You should learn.
And all you need to know is that this is part of their whole plan. Omar Fattah may have lost in Minneapolis, but that city is already far gone. Represented by Ilhan Omar, it's a breeding ground for Sharia law and terrorists who hate America. Dearborn, Michigan? Well, that terrorist breeding ground is represented by none other than Omar's fellow squadster, America-hating Rashida Tlaib. We've already seen New Yorkers embracing terrorist regimes merely 2 decades after terrorists killed 2,000 plus New Yorkers by flying 2 planes into the World Trade Center. I watched it myself. Having enemies on your own soil who believe in a society that is completely counter to our constitutional republic. That's dangerous, but it's far more dangerous now. I believe that we are staring down the barrel, so to speak, ignoring one of the biggest dangers this country has ever seen, the power and, more importantly, the spread of Islam here in America. Europe, already infected. Londonistan, Paristan, Berlinistan. Countless cities throughout Europe are unrecognizable, and New York, not far behind, especially now. Listen to this imam say it out loud.
We are in a gold mine. This is a deep water where if we have to launch big ships, Islam, Dawah of Islam, this is a right place. No restrictions on Dawah. No restrictions on dawah. Even if you go to Saudi Arabia, you cannot do dawah. You will be caught. This country, I can stand in the middle of Manhattan and I can call people, nobody can stop it. Trump cannot stop it. Biden cannot stop it.
You hear what he said? He's in North Carolina. He's here in America. And he considers America to be a gold mine for spreading Islam. Well, how will they do it? Well, they do it through our universities, but they're also doing it through our very own government, from smaller positions of power all the way up to Congress. The squad members are blatant socialists who are also pro-Hamas and pro-Iran and pro-terrorist organizations. Ilhan Omar has flat out admitted she's here to serve her home country of Somalia above all else. It's a communist revolution building right under our noses. The hammer and sickle just has a Hamas flag attached to it now. Listen to this Princeton professor talking about how she uses the university to spread her propaganda. She gets the dumb university to pay her a salary so she can indoctrinate our kids like this.
We want to abolish the university as it is, but we're not going to sit down and wait until that happens while people are being persecuted, while people are being abducted, where people are suffering. We got to do both. And then we had the class, which we call it American civilization. 5 premises. Capitalism sucks. It thrives on individualism, and individualism is killing us. Rebellious communities must have intention. They are always democratic and non-hierarchical, so they can have forms of leadership. While number 4, while the focus is on the collective, we don't ignore individual needs and circumstances, particularly as related to the inequalities created by heteropatriarchy and racial capitalism. And number 5, communities are imperfect and require radical love to thrive.
Princeton University professor. You imagine your kid going to, I don't know, finance class with her? She proved my point. Capitalism sucks, she said. Needs to go. And we need radical law to thrive. Radical law is a dog whistle for Sharia law. Believe me, that's what she couldn't say, didn't want to say. That's what she was getting at. You see where this is all going? Now these young people with degrees thinking they're educated have been indoctrinated to hate the West, hate free markets, to think the West is imperialist and evil. And hey, you know what's great? Why not shift to Islam quietly when no one's looking? Because they're peaceful, right? And they're victims. What a joke. You think they're coming here to adhere to our laws, to our way of life? Well, they're not. And we need to wake up to that fact. This is America. This is Dearborn in Michigan. They're here by invitation, but they're on a mission. Muslims marching for justice. This is all part of their calculated and deliberate plan where they play victim. They're here not to assimilate, folks. They're not here to coexist. And we need to wake up to that fact now. Listen to their words, the words they're telling us.
We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And inshallah they will fall. And my message to the people of Gaza and the oppressed peoples across the world is that there are people here, both young and old, who are going to be willing to fight and are willing to put their lives and everything they can on the line.
Dearborn in Michigan, in the United States of America, right there. He's here in America saying America must fall. We get it? Do we care? Does no one care that this is going on? And they're not shy about wanting to increase their power. They're not shy at all about taking over our government. Again, listen carefully.
All the power that we have right now in the Muslim American community, the only power we have is to punish. We don't have the power to make someone succeed yet.
But that's where I disagree.
You think we have the power to make someone succeed now?
Absolutely.
Like even the 2024 election?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At the municipal level, at the state level, and even at the congressional level.
Really? Okay.
100%.
Makes the mayor-elect of New York make a lot more sense now, doesn't it? Cities in Europe, gone. Too far gone. They know it. They've let it go too far. They've been conquered. Dearborn, Minneapolis, and now New York is next. We need to wake up to the facts right here in America, because I believe we're near the point of no return, and we need to wake up to that fact. They talk about Sharia law and Sharia creep. Believe me, socialism, Sharia law, they creep, they're growing, and they want more. They want it all. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes.